What's up, everybody? It is Wednesday night, and it's time for the season premiere of Super Geeked Up. Yeah! Everybody, my name is Jeff. Thank you so much for joining us for our season premiere. If you've never seen our show before, we're going to do a mix of geeky chat and fun geek-themed improv games. We always need your help in the chat. I see a lot of people are already in there. Thank you guys so much for watching. We really appreciate you guys joining us. As always, I'm joined by my co-host from Sincere Sarcasm. It is Fernandez.
Welcome to my Malibu home.
You really upgraded since last season, sir.
Right? Yes, my fine Malibu home. Yes, it's still sunny here at 8 o'clock in California.
Fancy.
Woo!
Making his third appearance on our show, one of our favorites, our guest tonight from Netflix Animation's upcoming Centaur World, it is Matt Schiavone.
Woo!
Hey, Matt, thanks for coming back.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here.
Yeah, no, thanks for having me. It's always fun.
All right, folks. So we're going to do a couple of our favorite games tonight. Later on, we're going to do superhero sound effects. We're going to do super chat, where we really need your help in the live chat. We're going to talk... that's right. We're going to talk about some maybe dirty secrets that superheroes have in our Lasso of Truth section later on. But first, we're going to kick it off with our first super geeky question of the day. And Francis, what's that?
Well, it is summer, I think. It's hard to tell, but it's cold. It actually got cool here in California, so it's kind of nice. But there are some summertime activities that our superheroes like to do. So what are the best summertime activities for superheroes, and which heroes would you want to do those activities with?
In the chat, folks, please give your answers there. By the way, before we get that, when I said Centaur World, Jalou in the chat says, wait, Centaur Girls? I would watch a show called Centaur Girls, but it's called Centaur World. Yeah.
It's the porn parody.
There's already parody, Matt, before your show even comes out.
Exactly.
Fantastic. Yeah. Perfect.
All right. So, yeah, let's start with Matt. Let's start with our guest. What do you think? What's a good summertime activity for us, for some superheroes? Oh, Matt, go ahead. Sorry, we got a little bit of a delay there.
Yeah.
So
Can you still hear me? Oh, okay. Sorry, it was lagging a little bit. So what superhero? I think I would go with. I think I would take Superman to a summer camp, because it'd be like, yo, Soups, heat up the water to like jacuzzi temperature, and it'd be like, all right, cool, and then we like chill in the lake, or hey, let's go ice skating, and then boom, like ice up the lake. And then go like
that'd
skating.
be cool. Ice skating in the summer. That's smart.
So yeah, summertime, that makes a lot of sense. You want to cool down. What better way to do it than with some, frozen lake business?
Yeah, that's great. You can get winter and summer all together.
That was my first. Yeah, and then or go swimming with Aquaman.
That was one of mine. Mine was to go surfing with Aquaman, but yeah, swimming works.
Because he neither swims nor surfs. He just exists in the water. That's just his thing. He exists in the water. No. He could, surfs on whales. Whales are his surfboard.
Yeah.
Oh,
he surfs on whales and dolphins.
I want to surf on whales and dolphins.
Yeah.
And then you can even say like, "Hey, talk to the what is that whale thinking right now?"
So I wouldn't say I wouldn't surf on dolphins.
Stop using me as a surfboard.
Exactly. Exactly. At least I wouldn't do it on purpose. I wouldn't do that.
Get out of here.
Yeah, not on purpose. Not on purpose.
Fun start already, folks.
Right, so
yeah.
Woo.
All right. Pierre says, yeah, folks, please put your answers in the chat. If you just joined us, we're talking what's are good summertime activities for certain superheroes and which ones would you want to do it with. Pierre says, I take Batman to a cabin in the woods by a lake. Like a horror movie?
I was going to say.
Then what?
Okay, Pierre, that's what you do, though.
Is this to solve the mystery of who's killing everyone at camp? What's it called?
Maria says, I would take 5 from the Umbrella Academy to Disneyland when it was open and get to do everything and to the front of the line always. Oh, all right, sweet. That's good. That's
Well,
good.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Let's see. I want to, besides surfing with Aquaman, I want to play beach volleyball with the X-Men, mainly just because there's a lot of super hot X-women.
Well, there's
and
a
guys
like
too.
a
So it's
there's
for
like
anybody,
a
really. Hot guys and girls.
there's like a basic
That's
issue
what
of the
I'm
X-Men,
thinking of.
isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they're
Do you
playing
think-
beach volleyball.
does-
There probably
does-
is one shot at least of them playing beach volleyball. But
Oh yeah.
I think so. Do you think Colossus would overheat?
No,
He would
but
reflect.
people would
he
stand
would
in
blind
front of him.
everyone by the sun reflecting off of him. And he's
That's true.
spiking
Yeah,
in
he would.
Gambit's face.
That's how you get tan. That's how you get a tan. Is you stand in front of him and let the sun reflect on your body. That's how you get your full body tan from Colossus' reflective body.
Yeah, that's true.
And then if she,
Oh,
You just stand next to him or lay next to him. Yeah.
exactly.
if
Yeah.
Shadowcat's powers weren't
That's
working,
true.
she'd try to spike it and her hand go right through the ball. And
Ah, jeez.
Anyway, yeah. So that's one thing I want to do.
And then-
Let's see what else we got here in the chat. Oh, this is a good one from Tammy. Tammy wants to go horse riding with
Yes.
Wonder Woman on the beach. Excellent choice.
Yeah. All right.
Go over the mascara, maybe. Okay. I think listeners may was thinking along my things. He wants to go to the beach with Jennifer Walters, aka She-Hulk, or the Orion Slave Girls.
She-Hulk.
He says, I don't think I want to go to the beach with the Wicked Witch of the West, though. Well, no, she just melt immediately if you get her wet.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
You take her to Risa, then she'll.
Well, Rice has water. Rice has a
Orion's-
beach.
Not the whole. No, the whole thing
No,
isn't a
but there
beach
is
though.
water
It's
there.
yeah. Well, she can't. Then technically, the Wicked Witch
That's
can't
true.
go anywhere.
She can't. She has a really bad weakness, to be honest with you. It's terrible.
Yeah, it's the worst thing.
Tammy says, Marvel used to have swimsuit issues every summer. I still have one. Oh, yeah, I used to get those. Hell yeah.
Oh wow, nice. Yeah.
Yeah, man, I remember comic book character companies used to do that all the time.
Yeah.
And video game magazines. I actually just found an old, I forget what a PSM, some PlayStation magazine. Yeah. No, it wasn't that, but I did used to get that.
Because I remember Jim Lee did some Wildcat too, like some Wildcat
well,
bikinis.
Isn't Jim Lee known for doing that kind of thing? Like, isn't that kind of like he's
What?
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous, Francis.
That's ridiculous.
I know, right?
Francis.
Sorry.
Francis, what about you? What's your answer?
Well, mine's much more innocent. I take and you guys, both. Well, no, you went DC, Matt. So I'm going DC as well with the Sandman, and we'll just make sandcastles and go into competition, and really just show off our mad sandcastle skills. Because the dude can make himself into anything. He could be the entire city of Los Angeles in sand because he's just that good, and we'd win. It'd be great. Just show off. Why not?
That's good. No, you're right. So there's
Oh,
people
yeah.
make some really
Yeah.
impressive sandcastles, man. So
I'm all about eliminating the competition during sandcastle competitions. That's all
Absolutely.
you're like,
Absolutely.
listen, Sandman,
Just-
if you
You're-
let's take a break from all your crime sprees, please, and let's just make sandcastles.
Well, if it's the Spider-Man 3 Sandman, he's still a nice guy.
Yeah, he wants to redeem himself.
still
This could be a way for redemption for him. You're right.
Exactly. This is a redemption arc. He becomes a
He
sandcastle.
becomes a sandcastle.
Thanks.
Okay.
Thanks, Andrew.
Well, since you mentioned Spider-Man,
Yeah, that'd be
since you
cool.
mentioned Spider-Man, my other one, not that I really want to do this, but I want a summer internship at the Daily Bugle just so J. Jonah Jameson can yell at me.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah, I'm down for that.
All right, cool.
what? Spider-Man.
Necronia says, you want to make a sandcastle out of Sandman? Question mark. LOL.
Yeah.
That's what he wants to do.
Because he can do it. He can totally do it. Or he could just be in his sand form, and I could just pretend I made him, because it's like, look at this incredible
So you want
sand
to have your
replica.
hands all over Sandman. Is what you're saying.
It-
Okay.
You might like
I think that's what he's saying.
it. You might like it.
You want a massage. All right, anyway.
And then we can call Francis Sand Hands.
Yes,
Sand. Oh,
that's good. That was
Hey.
good.
Don't mess with the sand hands.
Jalou says, I think this maybe Francis, you can tell me. Maybe this is an anime. Toe from Atla.
Oh, Toph from was it Avatar: The Last Airbender? Would make the best. Yeah, because she's an earthbender.
It's an acronym for I see, for Avatar: The Last Airbender. Okay, I get it.
Or at Los Angeles. It could be at Los Angeles. I don't know.
Probably not that.
Yeah, no.
Tammy says doing fireworks with Jubilee and Gambit would be cool in the summer. That would be cool.
And Dazzler.
Dazzler's a good, excellent choice as well. You're right.
Yeah, Dazzler in there.
All right, cool. All right, so those are some good summertime activities there, folks. Let's just says, if you worked for the Daily Bugle and I worked for Catco, would we be rivals? Well, that's interesting. Yes, since they're different companies, I would say yes, we would. One's Marvel, one's DC. We would absolutely be rivals.
Versus the Daily Planet, you would all be, everyone would be a rival. Does anyone do the rope pull thing anymore, tug of war? That's not a thing people do anymore, is it?
Tug of war,
I haven't seen that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So in the, I don't know if you ever remember, it was an old show in the 80s I used to watch, and they brought it back a couple of years ago in Battle of the Network Stars.
Oh, right.
So they did one season like 2 years ago, and it must not have done. I watched it, but maybe I was the only one because they didn't do any more. But they did. They had the rope tug of war. They had that, right? And one of the episodes they brought Lou Ferrigno back because he was in the original Battle of the Network Stars, and that was like his.
Oh, that's fine.
That was his event. He was like the anchor, and he still kicked ass again, man. He won, man.
That dude
he's still jacked.
That dude is stacked, man. He is still just. Yeah, he's still all buffed out. I mean, he continues to work out. The guy is, good for him. That's awesome.
All right, yeah. Bro Ty's just joined us in the chat. Yeah. Thanks, man, for watching. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Really appreciate it. All right, so, Jalou says, did they do tug of war on American Gladiators? Yes, they did actually at one point.
They did on those little stands, on those little circular.
You're right. Yep.
Oh, yeah. My favorite was the one where they had the Q-tips and they would hit each other with Q-tips.
The Pugil stick. That was my favorite. The Q-tips.
Yeah, that was mine too. I love that one. They look like Q-tips.
They like knock you off balance.
Yeah, and then you fall into the water.
Yeah,
it was great.
Yeah,
I want to do that. I want to do a Pugil battle.
I want them to bring America the Gladiators back.
Dude, they brought it back like 10 years ago. I was so bummed it didn't continue. It's great.
They tried to, right? Yeah.
Well, did they really? I missed.
I missed. See the revised one. Yeah, they brought it back in late 2000.
No, I didn't.
2000 before 2010.
I think the Rock had something to do with it.
Well,
too,
he does the Titan games right now. He does the Titan games. I tell you, who was it? Who was in the American Gladiators reboot? And the first time I ever saw her was Gina Carano. She played.
Really? What did she go by? Did she go by?
This was during her also. Then I started watching her as an MMA once I saw her in that fighter. Yeah.
Because they have
before she became an actress.
Right? Laser, Bruiser.
There was no Bruiser, but Laser was yes.
I just remember Nitro. I remember
Nitro was one of the producers of the new one. Yeah, he stayed involved with it for their out. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he actually. I know too much about American Gladiators because I loved it, but the original Gladiators, the last season, he became the co-host.
The first one.
He wasn't a gladiator anymore. He was the co-host.
Oh, great. Oh, great.
Nitro.
Love Nitro. He's the best.
He was awesome.
He had the best name, too.
So anyway, Pierre says Battle Network Stars was a campy show. Oh, it absolutely was. That's part of the charm.
Oh, yeah.
Tammy says, we go on a wagon train in the spring every year, and the kids usually end up playing tug of war in the mud on one of the rainy days. Well, that's the best time to do it, man, when you can pull your opponents in the mud.
Oh, yeah. That's what my original thought of tug of war is. You pull them in like a little pool of mud in the middle.
Yeah. We should do a battle of we should do a super geeked up thing where we all have these games like in Network Stars or Gladiator games. We got to do that. In a live in person event at some point we need to do this, not virtually.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Or like at a
con. Yes, thank you, Matt. There you go. You figured it out for us.
How about everyone that's been on Super Geeked Up?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's brilliant.
Oh yeah.
Thank God you're here.
Super Geeked Up-a-con. I like it.
Yes, that's right,
Yeah.
man. We do different teams of all the different guests. Oh my God, this is brilliant.
Right,
We
that'd be
gotta make
awesome.
this happen.
Yeah.
That's gonna be like a panel at San Diego
Let's do
Comic Con. Just a panel just for that.
How about next year?
Right.
Yeah.
I can see myself
I don't
pitching
see
that
why
to them
not.
right now. They'll be like, "You want to do what?"
I don't know what? Yeah, be close to
Wait,
people
where's
and
the plug
touch
pit?
things together. No. Yeah.
Oh, that's why you rent it, like in San Diego. You rent that little spot right out front of the convention center,
Right.
that little area, right? And then you do.
Except we all have to be 6 feet away from each other.
Well, you have the
as opposed
pugil
to rope.
stick, so you
Well-
just make sure the pugil stick is sticking into somebody else, and you're far enough away.
Yeah, you're far enough away.
Yeah,
And then
6
when we
feet
walk through the
poles.
exhibit hall, we use the stick to knock people out of our way to make room.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just spin it, around our heads and like a helicopter motion. Just make sure
I think
everyone
this
stays
is a good
away.
plan.
I like this.
I think
one.
I'd go for the legs.
Oh, that's good.
Go
Trip
for the
them up,
legs.
and then you can step on them.
The legs
walk on
are
them. Good. Matt,
I watched Karate Kid recently with my kids.
the original Karate Kid. Okay, good.
The original.
Tammy, by the way, says so. Tammy used to be in the armed forces. Thank you, Tammy, for your services. She says those pugil stick thing. I did that in boot camp. Oh, all right.
Ooh. Thank you, Tammy.
Yeah, I almost thought you were going to say she was a gladiator.
That would be super awesome as well.
She kind of was.
Yeah, she was the
Well,
real gladiator.
Yeah.
I'm gonna salute her.
Yes, thank you. By the way, Lou says I saw Lou Ferringo chase down someone at a convention who took a picture of him.
Yeah,
He
he used
just
to
like
do
when
that.
you take a picture without paying. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, he used to do that a lot earlier too. Like,
But what would he do? Would he like grab the camera and smash it, or like crush it in his hand?
Oh, you.
but imagine Lou Ferrigno chasing you like through the con. You're like, yeah, that'd be
I
crazy.
think it ended up being more fun than it is threatening because it's like Hulk is chasing me. This is kind of
So
cool.
I hope they kind
Yeah.
of merged
Yeah,
it with
you take
another
the Hulk.
70s show, the $6 Million Man, and they did it in slow motion and the music played.
Yeah.
Well, that's the edited version. Yeah. That's in the
Which
highlight.
they're doing a reboot, right? They're doing a reboot
Oh,
of
are
$6
they?
Million Man.
With,
It's like $6 billion Man, I think. Or something.
Yeah. Oh my God. What's his name? The guy
And
goes.
it's with the Spider-Man kid.
No, it's with the guy from Transformers.
Shia LaBeouf?
No. The one after the later versions where he goes,
Mark
"What?
Wahlberg?
No, that guy, Mark Wahlberg. Thank you.
Oh, Mark Wahlberg got it. No
Mark
way.
Wahlberg got the role for $6
That
billion.
makes sense.
Man.
Wow.
He fits that.
Because I know, and then Travis Knight, who directed Bumblebee, and I worked with him on Kubo and the Two Strings. He was supposed to do that movie, and then he wasn't able to do it. It fell through at the end.
Delayed. It's so delayed.
Yeah, super delayed.
Well, that's
Bring
cool.
us
They
the
tried.
$6
They tried a Bionic Woman reboot like a decade ago, but that didn't take.
Yeah, with
Yeah, what's her
What's her-
face?
oh
Jamie
my
something
God.
maybe.
the one who plays Sif in Thor, right?
No, that's not her. That's not
Was
her.
that her?
That's not her.
It wasn't Jamie Alexander. No,
I don't know.
No.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, never mind then.
Stop making
I
things
could be-
up.
I think I'm completely wrong. You said Jamie, so I thought of Jamie
was
Alexander.
The name of the actual character, I think.
Oh, I'm like Jamie Alexander, the
Yeah,
Sif. Yeah, that's
Sif.
Anyway, James Cox, who has been a guest on our show, he says, I'm lurking today because I'm playing MTG, Magic the Gathering, with my 6-year-old before bedtime, but I'm listening. Well, thank you, James. By the way, James, you have to be as part of this battle now. Tammy calls it Battle of the Super Geeked Up Stars. I think that's a perfect name for it. So, James, you have to be
Ooh.
recruited because you're a former guest on our show.
Yeah,
Michelle Ryan. That's who it
Yes.
is.
Michelle Ryan.
Who was it in? No, she wasn't the Seeker. She was.
No, she's not. That's Bridget.
Never mind. Anyway,
But anyways, the tug of war idea.
Yeah.
Yes, let's do it.
that makes it happen.
And Sasha just joined us. Says Lou's gonna smash me from the Lou Ferrigno. Yeah, if you take his picture, apparently that's what he's gonna do.
Do it. Do it. Pay the 20. Just pay the 20.
That's a reasonable deal. I mean, they're usually a lot more. They're usually way more expensive, man. I've been to.
But now,
For
and
Lou,
he's up there though. Like people go looking for Lou. Like he's
true. He's
pretty big. He's at the bigger tables. I remember back when he was at the smaller tables in the back with like the Cholo from Fast and the Furious.
Oh yeah, he's in a lot of movies. That dude is in a lot of movies. You know,
That
you gotta
bald
get
guy. He's scary, and I thought he was short. Like, yeah, he's actually pretty big. I was very intimidated when I walked by him. Yeah.
But he's a cool guy, apparently. So, it's all good. It's acting, right?
Necrodia says, I was a former guest. Age is a pass. Well, okay, hey, Necrodia, so you can come on. You can be part of it too. And Jalou says, inflatable sumo suit wrestling should be an event. That's a good event.
Yeah. I like that. Yeah. A lot of shoving.
Nice. All right, here we go, folks. Thank you. We have a great idea now to try to make this happen.
Or in like a Godzilla suit.
Yes.
That'd be me.
Well, everyone wears we all have to wear
suit.
the T-Rex. The T-Rex suit.
Yeah, the dinosaur suit. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Okay, folks, let's go on to our first geeky improv game here. This is called Superhero Sound Effects. So I'm going to get you guys started in the chat because we need your help for this. Start suggesting, please, ridiculous sounding superhero names, not actual superheroes that are in Marvel or DC or other places, but ones you make up. So like kooky sounding superhero names, throw them in the chat. Matt and I are going to play two of those characters in this scene that we're going to do. And Francis, with his amazing Foley abilities, will provide all the sound effects for us in this scene.
Don't sell it up that much.
Yeah, you went to Foley school, right?
Yes. Where's my head of lettuce and my and my wet rag?
So yes, Francis is going to provide all the sound effects. He's really good at it. I'm going to keep selling him really hard in this. So.
All right.
He is good at it.
But that's true.
Sure.
By the way, Tammy says we should use an inflatable Pikachu suit for that thing. That would be fun.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Those are huge though. Those are really big. That'll be fun.
If we were in the T-Rexes, Drew says we should chase a Jeep. Well, you know what? Here, look at this shot because I have the shot still of Matt.
He was the body double for Jeff Goldblum, and he's like, must go.
Yeah, that was. How'd you know that? Yeah,
He follows your career closely.
I followed. Yes, I followed very, very closely. So would say I'm your number one fan.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, it was pretty cool. I geeked out pretty hard that day.
Oh yeah. Because
it was just for the employees, so they let us kind of like roam around, and they also had the geosphere from Jurassic World, from the set, and then that's the Jeep from the set, and they had the full size like the Raptor that they used for the last movie, just for Chris Pratt to be able to look at the eye line and stuff. It's pretty cool.
Oh, that is cool. Okay. Oh, nice. Did they have the courtroom scene where Ian Malcolm was in 12 seconds during the second movie?
Yeah, that set was incredible.
Yeah.
That's
the
what people really want
on
to
that,
see.
the production design.
Yeah. Well, you had to stand in there too, Matt. You had to be his double in that scene as well. So again,
So folks, I'm gonna thank you for all these great suggestions. I'm gonna read them in a minute, but as I read off these superhero names, we also need a crisis, a ridiculous sounding crisis for us to solve, so you can start throwing those in as well. All right, Matt, here's some suggestions from the people here. You can maybe pick one you and think is cool. Listener's Mate says Professor 8-track tape. We have affordable armor, Lady Face Slap, Beastly Bestie, The Mighty Dumpster Fire, Cowardly Canine, Dastardly Dragon Slayer. A lot of alliteration here. It's good. Super Smells a Lot. Home
I like
Haircut
that one.
Dude.
Wow.
Wait,
what was that one?
Haircut Dude.
Home haircut dude.
Home haircut dude.
I could use a home haircut dude right now. That'd be
The
great.
Flosser Kid. Foxy Fighter.
Gullible Gunslinger.
Did
I like
all
that.
alliterations at all his. Good job, sir. I like it. Yeah.
I like it.
All right, any of those you liked?
I like Velocir Kid. I like
The
Velocir
Kid. Not, so the Flosser.
Flosser
Floss like flossing.
Oh,
Did you
Velocir.
think it was the Velociraptor? What did you?
Yeah, that was a Velociraptor.
I thought so.
Velocir Kid.
Oh. Well, you have to do that flossing
so you can be
dance
the
where
Flosser Kid, but see if you can maybe work in the Velociraptor too to it.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. Who am I going to be? I think I'll be Home Haircut Dude. All right. So thank you. That was Tammy and actually they're both Tammys. I didn't realize that. Okay, so.
Oh no, you gotta pick a different one.
You're right. I should.
Come on.
Let's see. Who do I want to be then? I will be. What's a good one, Francis? Super Smells a Lot?
Super Smell. I was a fan of Super Smells a Lot.
Sasha. Let's do Super. I'll be Super Smells a Lot.
That's a good one too.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. Here are some crises we could do. Let's see. Chicago is out of wind. Okay.
That's just funny. That's just funny to me. That's just
Actually,
really
let's just do that one. That was great. Thank you, Tammy. We'll just do that one.
It's now just called the city.
It's now called the city.
Oh wait, that's not my place.
Yeah,
Sorry.
stop taking our spotlight.
And so,
look, I'm just glad I get to do the sound effect of no wind. It's like what I'm looking forward to.
So Francis, aka Sand Hands, is just purely doing all of this sound effects, right?
Sand Hands.
He's doing all
He's gonna do all the sound effects, but what I'll also do, if there's some other character we bring into it, or like an announcer or a radio person, he'll do all those voices too. All right.
Okay, cool.
So we just need.
But we're still doing dialogue. Okay.
So Matt is the Flosser Kid, aka the Velociraptor Kid. I am. What the hell am I? Oh, Super Smells a Lot.
Yeah, Super Smells a Lot.
Chicago is out of wind. That is the crisis. By the way, I'm sorry. I need to read. We're not doing this one, but it just came in now. Sasha said, "Big Bird is bitch slapping Batman on the Empire State Building over Batman's forceful eviction of Oscar from his trash can." That's amazing, Sasha. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's outstanding.
We'll see if we can work that in.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, you ready? Everybody ready?
Jeff, who are you
Super
again?
Smells a Lot.
Super Smells a Lot.
Right. And then Francis is going to do all the sound effects. Oh my God. Flosser Kid, did you see that? The wind just stopped in Chicago.
What do you think caused it?
I don't know. It must be our arch nemesis. What was his name again?
Sand Hands?
Oh no. It's Sand Hands. I hate that guy. He must have used his sand power to suck all the wind into his sand body.
Oh.
Yes.
It was definitely.
Oh my God, there he is.
Yes. I, Sand Hands, need this air for some apparent reason, and I shall take it from the windiest city of all, or as should I call it, just the city.
All right, that's uncalled for, sir. Here, I am Super Smells a Lot. Take this.
Whoa!
Sand Hands, take this.
No! Your really close clawed hands are too much.
Sand Hands, come back to me, Sand Hands, or I'm gonna get Lou Ferrigno to run after you.
I will listen. Flosser Kid, use your floss to wrap him up.
What? No!
Ha! You will never break double strength floss.
Oh, minty fresh. I like it. But you do know that sand is no... Wait, no. Floss is no... It cannot withstand the power of Sand Hands. Okay, maybe a little.
All right, listen. I'm going to use my super smelling power, and I'm going to knock you out and also restore the wind to the city by farting.
Oh, God.
Are you sure you want to do that again? All right. Can I help?
Oh, that was a quiet one. Wait, let me do a really loud one.
No. I cannot hold my breath any longer. The air must leave my...
Yes. We've restored the air to Chicago.
That feels great. And
Your hair is
my
luxurious.
scales
It's very scaly.
yeah, my hair, my coif.
All right, we've defeated Sand Hands. Good job.
That's
Sand Hands.
No. And your weird velociraptor hands.
And I'm. Can you feel my little hands on the back of your head giving you a massage?
Oh, that's kind of nice. Thank you, flossing boy.
All right, end scene.
But now I have the floss around your neck.
All right, that's it. Thank you, guys. Yeah.
End scene.
End scene. Oh.
So, in the chat during that, Tammy says, Velociraptor flossing, LOL. Richard May says, why in the world does the Flosser kid have T-Rex hands? Because he's also the Velociraptor kid.
Velociraptor.
Jalou says, hey, this is actually good, friends. We talk about her all the time. Jalou says, wind stolen from Chicago is something Carmen Sandiego would do. That's totally
yeah, that's true. That's true. Of all the things, that's something she would steal, 100%.
Sasha says, Captain Jazz hands? A little bit.
I know. I have to show off
that's
the
how
hands.
Sand Hands does it. Tammy says, oh, thank goodness it came out that way. Okay, good.
Oh, good.
All right, very good. Thank you, folks, for those great suggestions. I'm glad Sand Hands has become canon now. Super geeked up.
Is that the dude who just Sand Hands it?
He's an official villain now.
Sand Hands is like, he's in the pantheon of super geeked up villains.
Double Sand Hands.
All right.
Yes.
All right, so before we get some more games we're going to do, folks, we're going to talk about some secrets superheroes would reveal if they had the lasso of truth over them a little bit. We're going to do the super chat game where your stuff in the chat is the only dialogue we're going to be able to say. That's coming up a little later. But first, let's talk to Matt and the cool stuff he's got going on. All right, so Matt, so let's start with your upcoming Netflix animation show, which isn't out yet, but I know there's a little bit of press on it. It's Centaur World. What can you tell people about that?
Yeah, Centaur World is a fun musical adventure, and there's 3 songs in every episode, and it's like it's a quest. It's just a crazy quest. But to that, I was on Harvey Girls Forever, which is also on Netflix, and that was at DreamWorks.
Was that
and
a
then Cleopatra
sequel
in
to
Space.
Harvey Street Kids?
So yeah, it was like their next 2 seasons.
Okay.
They named it Harvey Girls. Yeah, it was originally called Harvey Street Kids. Yeah,
Okay.
and then before that, I was also on Cleopatra in Space, which is a great show to check out on the streaming service Peacock. It's free. Cleopatra is based off of the comic book by Mike Haycock, and it's really, I say, really check it out. It's a really great show. It's like a Stargate cartoon, and I had a blast. I absolutely had a blast on that show. And previously to that, I was on Kubo and the Two Strings, and Missing Link, and then before that, Frozen and Wreck-It Ralph and things like that.
Don't undersell Kubo. Kubo's amazing.
And I started out as a painter, as a digital painter on Space Jam, and I worked on Disney's Hercules and on DreamWorks' Prince of Egypt back in the day.
You've been on amazing stuff.
Did you meet Michael Jordan?
Did I meet Michael Jordan? No, but I remember seeing, like, we had all the original, like him with the dudes running around with the green screen suits. So we had all that footage, which looked absolutely ridiculous. But he's Michael Jordan, so he's cool.
Yeah.
It was cool, and the house. I was gonna say the house in Space Jam in the beginning. There's a house when he's a little kid and he's shooting hoops, and his dad comes out and tells him to go in. That house is the same house. I don't know if there's any Gilmore Girls fans out there, but Gilmore Girls is a show that was on Warner Brothers. That's shot on the lot.
Wait,
and the Dragonfly Inn. That's the. Yeah, I'm I'm a fountain of useless information. Yeah.
That's cool though. That's awesome.
But yeah, and then I had a blast, of course, like on Hercules, and then all the way up until Frozen, of course. Yeah.
That's awesome, Matt. Can you? We lost audio for a minute when we were talking about Centaur World. They say in the chat. Can you tell people about Centaur World again, just to make sure they got it?
Oh, sure. Yeah, Centaur World is a musical, and there's a lot of singing in it.
Okay, great.
It's a lot of great music. Yeah, a lot of great music.
As long as you
sing
sing one song, we're all good.
Yeah, we got some. It's been pretty crazy. Yeah, like it's been pretty nuts. Like Netflix has been amazing, and they give us like whoever we want. So it's been pretty nuts.
Oh, I can't wait for the release of the singers. I'd like to know who got to guest appear on the show.
Yeah, so like a lot of Broadway folks too.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, yeah. You don't have to answer this. I'm just saying. Idina Menzel's in there. She has to be.
No. But I did work with her on Frozen.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And I can say I remember when I wanted to be on Big Hero 6 so bad because those guys, R&D guys, were working on all this cool stuff and all these cool robot research and stuff. And then we were, and we were not. We were on Frozen. We're looking at Snow reference. And then we had Idina Menzel come and actually sit with the animators, which was really cool. And then she just spoke about like how she's just an old, New York. She sees herself as just a wedding singer from New York. And then she was telling us that every time when she's trying to hit those high notes, she imagines that she's wearing a dunce cap and that she's trying to get that note out the top of the cone. And then that's how she hits the notes, big high notes.
She's amazing. Super talented.
And then when she's doing that, when she's envisioning that cone, you see her hand does like this little gesture. And that's usually when she's thinking of that. And so the animators incorporated that into Elsa in the big, so I coordinated the sequence where Elsa walks up and then bangs her foot on the snowflake, and then we had the big castle build sequence. The castle comes out of the ground, out of the snow.
Yeah.
And then there's the big chandelier. It's a huge, crazy shot. It was 33 hours per one frame, so there's 24 frames in 1 second.
Oh my God.
So it's 33 hours to render the ice and the refraction stuff and lighting for that one frame.
It's you know what, job well done. Most iconic scene, set piece in the movie. So yeah, well done.
And then in dailies, I'm almost done. I would be with the directors. Yeah, I'm almost done. And then so in dailies, every time it was a running joke. We're all sitting there in the dark, and we have all the heads of the studio there, all the heads of the departments, the directors are there, and we're sitting there. And this is Chris Buck and Jennifer Lee. And we're in the dark, and then every time when we're going over our Olaf sequence, when Olaf has his hands behind his head and he's like, letting off steam. Every time at that moment, we're all in the dark, and I'm driving the animatic while we're watching it. And I would go, when he says, I'm letting off steam, and it's quiet in the room. The whole room just goes down, just laughing. It was so fun.
So I think we miscast the smelly.
Yeah, super
smelly.
In the chat as you've been talking, Matt, Tammy says, "Wow, it's an amazing scene about the Frozen one." Necrotis says, "Love that scene." Mm-hmm. By the way, Necrotis also says, "I'm a huge Gilmore Girls fan." So there you go. And he also says, "Dude, this guy is one of the coolest guests next to me." That is obviously, haha. And he says, "Space Jam is one of the." So there you go. You got a big fan now in the chat.
Wow, cool.
Yeah, that's an amazing career. All right, so wait, I want to ask you.
So on Space.
Yeah, go ahead.
And then on Space Jam, since they liked the way I painted Daffy Duck, I was invited to paint the McDonald's Daffy Duck commercials. So I painted. There's a scene where he's running, and it's on YouTube. But he runs and he does like a flip. So I painted that whole entire scene by myself. But and then also I got to work on Daffy Duck was on the Drew Carey show, which was on the Who's Line at the time also. So I got to do Daffy Duck. So I painted all the Daffy Duck frames for when he showed up on the Drew Carey show trying to get a job from Drew Carey.
I didn't know he was on.
Okay,
that.
I need to see
Daffy Duck was also on Who's Line?
Oh no, Daffy Duck was on the Drew Carey show.
Drew Carey was hosting
Drew
Who's Line,
Carey was doing Who's Line right after. Yeah.
Oh,
I got to see that episode. That's cool.
I do too. That sounds great.
Nice.
The 90s.
So
90s.
on Cleopatra in Space, is it, because I actually did my senior thesis on Cleopatra, has that anything to do with the ancient Egyptian Cleopatra, or is it just somebody named Cleopatra? Yeah.
It does, yeah.
Okay.
It does, yeah. But then, of course, she gets zapped in through a portal, whap, into another,
Oh, all right.
another planet.
I'm so going to watch this. That sounds so great.
Yeah. No, it's a really good show. It's so good. Like, it just... No one knows about it.
So the whole first season is up on Peacock?
Yeah, it's up on Peacock. Yeah. I think at first Universal just didn't know what to do with it, I think. But now it found a home. And even Mike, the creator, he absolutely loves it. Like, he loves it. He was so proud. Like, he's so proud of it. And we were, like, so happy to be part of it. And we're a bunch of, like, had all of us Star Wars nerds on there for sure. And Stargate nerds. So we were just nerding out and having a good time. And didn't really care if people saw it or not.
Cool. Well, there you go, folks. And look, Peacock's free right now, so no excuse not to watch it.
Yeah, check it out. Has a great theme song too.
Nice. All right, I know that's my next show to watch. Oh, wait, man, Acrody says absolute legend right here about you.
Oh, man.
Or maybe about Sandhands. We don't know.
Yes, Sandman's is a legend. Definitely legend. Legendary.
No, I mean, yes, absolutely. Those are some amazing, amazing movies. All right, well, he also, Matt kind of has a legendary story, I think, to share with us about Goonies, right?
Yeah, so like a while back, I'm a big Spielberg nerd, which hence why I left. So I was working on Disney feature animation on Hercules and Mulan and Tarzan when I left to go to work for Spielberg and Katzenberg on Prince of Egypt. So I've been a Spielberg nerd and a huge Goonies fan and Goonies nerd. And so years later, in around 2010, we built, my friend Damon Crow, he built the hidden room. There was like a magical hidden room at DreamWorks Animation. And then after he was bored and he's like, hey, do you want to help me build a replica of the Fratelli Jeep? And so being the big Goonies nerds that we are, we pretty much modified this Jeep, the exact year of the Jeep that they used for the film for Goonies, put the license plate, the bullet holes, everything. And then we towed it up to Astoria, Oregon, to where they shot Goonies. And then we hung out with the cast. It was the 25th anniversary. And my friend Damon also had one of Data's jackets. Apparently there was 15 jackets that Data wore. And number 9 jacket, which was the stunt jacket that he used when he was in the caves, when they're walking around in the caves and he's talking about the booby traps. So he had that jacket, which he donated to the museum. So the crazy thing is the Astoria, Oregon Film Museum is the jail in the beginning of Goonies. So if you see the beginning of Goonies, when they're escaping the little jail, that's now the Oregon Film Museum. So we drove the Jeep up there. We met with the whole cast. We had the whole cast sign the dashboard. And then we donated the Jeep to the museum, like Indiana Jones. It was awesome. And then I hung out with Jeff Cohen. I'm still friends with Jeff Cohen, who played Chunk. So I was just like, I'm hanging out with Chunk. This is amazing. And we all like went out after, and they were all there. And then, yeah, he was hilarious. Yeah, Jeff Cohen said too that when they were filming in Stage 15 at Warner Brothers, Stage 16 is the big one where One-Eyed Willie's ship was in, because that's the one with the water tank.
Sure.
The one next to it, they were filming some of the cave scenes, and Spielberg thought it would be a great idea to bring over, I guess next door, Michael Jackson was shooting a commercial. So he brought over Michael Jackson, and like Corey felt to surprise Corey Feldman, because he was like Corey Feldman was a huge Michael Jackson fan. Mm-hmm. So he brought him over, and so Michael like blew everybody away, and everyone was so excited. And then Michael invited all of them to go back to the ranch and spend the night at his house. Mm-hmm. And so all the kids were down for it, except for Chunk. Jeff Cohen was like, "Nah, no way, man, no way."
I mean,
he said to him, he knew something didn't feel right. He just had a feeling, and it just wasn't. He was just not interested.
But everyone else had a good time, right?
But everyone else had a great time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, he had great stories, and then we hung out with the whole cast and crew, and with Richard Donner was there, so legendary director, and directed Superman, one of my favorites. I'm a big Superman fan as well, and so we just chilled with Richard Donner. It was amazing. Corey Feldman. Oh, Sean Astin, of course. That was the big one.
Mr. Frodo. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then it was funny. Everywhere we drove the Jeep, everywhere we like every part of the city where we drove the Jeep was like rock stars. We were just getting like swarmed by people, and we're like, what's going on? This is so crazy. So we would let people sit in it. Like, of course, take pictures, sit in it. Yeah, have fun. Like, this is for, it's for the fans. That's who it's for. And we also drove to Mikey's house, and then we got to go in Mikey's house. The owner let us in, and then she, from their living room window, the coolest part for me was looking out the window and seeing Data's house across the way. I was like, this is just too cool. And then to top it off, the big grand finale was we got to reenact the beginning of the film Goonies with one of the Fratellis, Joey Pants. Joey Pants agreed to do this. And so he reenacted him pouring out the gasoline in front of the jail and then screaming and yelling and then jumping into the Jeep with us driving. My friend Damon was driving and I'm in the back. And then Joey Pants said that he would do it as long as his daughter can come with us. And we're like, yeah, of course. So then I brought the daughter into the Jeep. In the YouTube video, you can totally see me call Isabella, his daughter, over, and she jumps in. Then he runs into the Jeep, and then we speed off in the Jeep, just like the beginning of the movie. The Astoria Police Department chases us around town. And just like in the movie, it was a great Saturday morning. It was one of the best Saturday mornings of my life. And then one of the local residents. So in the beginning of Goonies, there's a big Jeep. There's like a Jeep race or some kind of race on the beach. There's a big yellow banner. Well, it turned out that one of the local residents still had this giant banner in their garage. So they took it out, they put it up. So then we got chased by the police, and then came back around, and then we finished by going underneath that banner from the film.
That's
it was
amazing.
so awesome. So we were on the news in Oregon and stuff. It was crazy.
Yeah. I'm surprised that banner's not in the museum with all the other stuff. Come on,
actually,
man.
I think they kept it, actually.
Yeah, sure. Why not? If you have memorabilia like that, you keep that stuff, sure.
And then, so also there is Haystack Rock, and that's the rock where like Mikey puts the medallion at, and he's, when they see the rock. And so that's Cannon Beach. You can go there to the park, and this local park is where they built the set of the lighthouse. So the exterior of the lighthouse used to be there. So my friend, he actually, he measured it out. He knew exactly where it was. And then he blew up this picture and put it on plexiglass. And then we all got he knew exactly where it was. And then you could take a picture with it. So we're all taking selfies with it to make it look like it's there in the background. It's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
That's amazing. Awesome.
So wait, so this is, it's on YouTube, the video of you guys doing this?
Yeah, we compiled some different people's videos and we kind of put it together. It's a real rough.
Is it on your YouTube page or somewhere else?
10 years ago. Actually, yeah, that's on my Matt Schiavone YouTube.
Okay.
We can post a link. Yeah.
Great. So what's, because I have your other the Anima Fantastic YouTube up here. What's the YouTube? Matt Schiavone 75 or?
Yeah, it's I think so. Or is it from Sketch to Paint?
All right. Well, you look it up. Let me share some stuff in the
horrible.
chat.
Yeah.
As you were
I'll look it
talking.
up. Yeah.
So Sasha says, as you were telling your story, oh, that's cool. I love Sean. Tammy says, I love Data's gadgets. Let's see. Necronis had said he's going to check out Cleopatra in Space right after this, so that's awesome. Sweet. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's from, I guess if you look at my email, just look up Matthew Schiavone. Hopefully you should be able to find it.
Is it on your Twitter profile?
No, I should put it on there, huh?
Yeah. Just a little.
Yeah, I think I'm wrong.
All right, cool.
All right, folks. There.
Yeah, go to my Twitter.
I just put his full name in the chat, folks, so you can look it up there, how to spell it. So you can look him up on YouTube and find that. And we can also find the link later and put it in the description here on YouTube on our video. Yeah, I want to see that, man. That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Listeners may want to know, Matt, have you worked with Rob Paulson?
Rob Paulson. Sounds familiar.
Voice actor. Yeah, he did. I think it was Warner Brothers. I'll say.
Oh, probably.
All right. Well, let's tell us some stuff he's been in. Maybe that'll give us a better idea.
But he was in he's Yakko of Animaniacs. He's
Oh yeah. Uh huh.
Yeah, he's in he's a bunch of he's Pinky and Pinky the Brain. Only thinking of
Because he was hosting a show too, I think on Nerdist a little while ago, right? A couple years ago.
Probably. Yeah, he's done a lot of stuff on television, but yeah, he's a voice actor.
All right, cool. Well,
But no, I have not worked with him. No.
He's worth a lot of people, though. Well, thank you for sharing all that awesome stories with us and all the amazing projects you've been on. And so, folks, remember, go check out Cleopatra in Space on Peacock after this, and look out for Centaur World next year on Netflix.
Yeah.
And also, I must say too, like being part of Netflix animation, original animation, like of course I can't talk about what's coming out. Man, they have like every cool person that I've ever come across in this business in the last 20 years, every nice, cool person I've come across, we're all working at Netflix animation right now. And it's amazing. There's such an amazing energy right now. There's all the amazing, crazy projects nonstop. So like, I can't wait for the first wave of original animation to start coming out.
Oh, nice.
Oh, so wait,
we need
wait, their other stuff has not been original animation then?
So like so the other stuff that says original animation, they're paying for other studios to make it, so it still counts as original animation. Like from DreamWorks, they're commissioning them to make Camp Cretaceous. Like they're paying for it to be on it. But now they have their actual studio, Netflix Original Animation, which is their own animation studio.
That's really
yeah, it's been like a great energy. It's been so fun.
Sweet. All right, can't wait to see them.
Because I think the other show that was press released was Cuphead, and that show's freaking phenomenal.
I can't wait. Cuphead, so good.
Yeah, it's so good. Oh, and they're taking it and running with it, man.
Perfect.
Sweet. All right, folks. I put up the links on the screen. Check out Matt, follow him, all that good stuff. We'll give the links again at the end. Before we get into more geeky stuff, we want to, of course, give a shout out to some of our awesome Patreons. All the Patreons are awesome, of course, but some of that are a certain level.
Yeah.
Also, folks, if you want to support us on Patreon, here's a place you can go to do that. You can go to patreon.com. Any amount is very helpful. Any amount per month you can do. If you are at the $3 or more per month, oh boy, I haven't looked in a while. I believe that's the right amount. You get to go to 2 or 3. I don't know. Go. Dude, it's been a while since we did the show, you know?
You give us some money. It's all good.
Look, $3. It's not that much.
$3. $10.
$100. $3 or more a month, you get to watch our after hours, which we're going to do tonight. After we do our main show, we do an extra segment just for you Patreons, and we get to have some more fun chat. And Matt's going to stick around for that. All right. So anyway, Francis, who are we going to give a shout out to?
All right, this is for the super shout out patrons who are $10 a month or more. Maria and Justin Duran of KLI Brand. Thank you so much. Craig Allen Poole, who's super cool. Oh, I'm not going to do it. Oh, no, I can't. It's the first one.
You should have rhymed the
first one. Got to hold on to that stuff. Exactly. I hold on to that stuff. Rachel J, thank you so much. Victor Snyder, you're the best. Nicole B, you are so great. And Kyle Schwab. Look, Kyle Schwab, you are the super geeked up heartthrob. I can never not say that. And Cithos, you're the mythos, because mythos is the only thing that rhymes with Cithos in my own.
Character on Highlander,
I know that's
so
not
that's
true.
A good compliment.
Love it. Exactly. So thank you so much, guys, for your continued contributions. You make sure that this stuff keeps happening sooner rather than later.
Absolutely.
That's for sure.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, folks, we actually did the new season quicker than usual. We took less of a hiatus this season, and thanks to you guys. So thank you very much. So, by the way, folks, remember, if you're into YouTube, you can do a super chat comment, which means you can, again, put any amount you want. If you just want to give us a one-time support, that's always helpful, too. Thank you guys so much for watching. All right, let's do our next super geeky question. If Wonder Woman were to use her lasso of truth on your favorite fictional character, what secret would they reveal? So this doesn't have to be superheroes. It could be any fictional character. Folks, in the chat, we want to hear your thoughts on this. So what? Oh, sorry, Sasha's. This sounds okay. Sasha's asking for the link for Patreon. I will put it in right now. Thank you, Sasha, for asking. Really appreciate it. But Matt, what do you think there for a lasso of truth on your favorite fictional character?
It's kind of funny because like this might be kind of weird. I'm not too sure if even people watch it, but I would want Wonder Woman to use her lasso of truth on Agent Coulson
From Shield.
Yeah,
From Agent of Shield.
I'm so excited.
From Agents of Shield.
So excited this last season. Love this
to
last
explain the last season. No, I was kidding.
season.
To,
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Yeah. and say, like, what did you really see when you're under there? You know, like, what did you really see when you're at Paradise?
Paradise Island?
What's the real deal? Yeah.
Oh, he would want
his Paradise.
No, not Paradise Island. No.
Well, sorry. I was just, that's where I might have thoughts going because it's Wonder Woman. Sorry.
Be definitely
Yeah.
Amazon Paradise Island for sure.
Yeah. Colson.
Agent Coulson, explain the last season. Explain the last two.
The last two seasons, please. I got you. Okay. All right.
Chronocoms?
Yeah.
Anyway.
I only got through the first season.
All right. So, man, season
James Cox says, Vincent Vega, what is in the suitcase?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Fiction, yeah.
Oh,
Pulp
yeah.
Fiction.
You know, Pulp Fiction. I thought of that one too. That was one of the first ones I thought of, but then, yeah.
Or I guess, you know, or I mean, this is more gruesome, but, you know, Brad Pitt in Seven, you know, you don't see what's inside that box either. You guess what's
yeah.
You don't see what's inside the box, but that's pretty gruesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to know in a lot of boxes, like what's in a lot of containers. Just tell me what's in containers that they never show. That'd be nice. Just last so
like in the pilot of Daredevil, what's in those freight containers?
Right, exactly. Or oh my gosh, we were kind of already like, yeah. There's like a bunch of different movies where they have like containers and they never show you what's inside, and they just kind of like move on with it. It's like, no, tell us, show us. We want to know. We want to know what's inside.
Hey, what's in there, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah. Also at Galaxy's Edge, there's a lot of like containers.
Yeah, there's a lot of. Let me just say this really quickly. My biggest disappointment about Galaxy's Edge is there's a lot of switches and buttons that don't work. Do something.
Work. Yeah.
Move. At the very least, move. Like, do something. Like, actually flip. If I can flip a switch, like, let me flip it. Don't just leave it there in
cool.
in the one position. Flip the switch.
Because they don't want it to break. That's why.
I know.
But
It's like flipping switches.
that'd be cool if you can open a door like. Whoosh, whoosh.
Yeah. It's a little tiny door. It doesn't have to be like big door.
Right.
Door.
Sasha says they did show what's in the box. The original movie showed the head. That's true. Yeah.
Of Seven?
Oh.
Oh.
Sand
Sand
hands.
hands.
Come on.
I know.
Get it together.
Oh,
Tammy says, how do
Working
the
on
free seashells work? Which is a great Demolition Man reference.
He doesn't know how
Yes, it's interesting. So
seashells
it's
work.
interesting. I took this question totally different because you guys are all about you want to find out information you don't know, right? That's what you want to use the thing for, which is smart. Actually, that's smart. I just made up like goofy things that they would reveal that I have no. That's not really true. The characters.
Okay.
Like Batman really loves hugs. Or the Hulk.
Okay.
Or the
Or
Hulk
that
hates the
Batman-
band Green Day.
Oh, I like that. You know, Superman wanted to open a chowder shop, really?
Right.
Yeah. Like a soup. Super.
Yeah. Okay.
Kitty Pryde likes.
No, we get
speaking-
it. We get it.
Yeah. What was that? All right, shut.
I said we get it. It's just not funny.
I
That's
know.
good.
I know. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's all right.
No, that's great. No, I like it. I like it.
No, yeah, because there's a lot of stuff. Yeah, because there's a lot of mysteries that just never get solved in movies and television and a lot of fiction, and that's really, what we want to know.
Wonder Woman just to go around to all filmmaker creators and stuff like that, just to reveal.
No, the fictional characters. Remember, these fictional things. We're assuming these fictional exist. These things exist in the fictional world or in the world. So they go to the fictional character. They go to, all the different characters, and get that
makes
information.
sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Wonder Woman could go to Matt and just say, like, tell us about Centaur World, everything about it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Just get that information. Right. Yeah. No, I think so. Or go up to the Joker. What's your name?
Ah, yeah.
Hey, Joker. No.
You're right.
Yeah, that's true.
He never tells us the real one, or does he?
Yeah. Harley. Why don't you ever ride a motorcycle?
Harley? Right.
Sorry.
That's
Oh, sand hands. All right.
sand hands.
So,
Tug of war, baby. Tug of war.
Wait. Jeff, from here on out, can every episode you don't introduce me as Francis, you introduce me as Sand
I really want that.
I kind of do now because you guys have used it so much. I'm like, sure, I'll take it. I'll take Sand. Kind of like it now. Yeah.
All right, cool. I'm glad that's catching on.
It's a good name. Because I see you like standing there with huge like sand fists.
Yeah, and that's it. Like the only thing sandy about me are my what is just I have sand perpetually stuck to my fingers and my palms, and I can never get them.
If you slapped somebody, it would be like sandpaper.
It would just like it'd be terrible. Oh, I'll be the worst.
That makes you a pretty powerful villain.
Kind of does, yeah. And then no matter how many times I rub my hands together, the sand, even though it falls off, it's just more on my hands. I can't get rid of it.
That's amazing.
Sand hands.
Sand hands.
So, folks, now, Francis, I figured out the Photoshop thing for you because, as longtime viewers of this show know, someone Photoshopped my head on Harley Quinn, Margot Robbie's body, and it always gets shared. So I think they should Photoshop your head on Sandman's body. That's what they should do now.
Hayden Christian.
No, Thomas Hayden Church.
Thomas Hayden Church, yeah.
That's his name, right? I think,
yeah. Yeah,
the guy
from Wings.
He's Wings, yes. Wow, good reference. Oh, man. With Tony Shalhoub, right?
Yep.
Shalhoub. Yeah, that's right. I forgot he was in it. That's crazy.
Nobody knows what that show is. That's right.
No one knows. No.
No one knows
I used to watch Wings all the time.
No one knows.
Yeah.
I love Wings. He's great.
Nantucket, small
awesome.
air thing in Nantucket.
It's when TV had all those like small town shows like Newhart and like it's all about the little towns and about the little their shenanigans.
Newhart was awesome.
That was great.
Also.
And Seinfeld was on that same time, right? Seinfeld.
Yeah, they're all 90s shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, 90s shows, yeah. So I also worked on the Superman. So since we're going down memory lane, at that same time, there was a Seinfeld Visa card, credit card commercial with Superman. So I'm a huge Superman fan. So I was like, let me paint it. Like, I want it. So I took the whole stack of animation. Like, I got to paint the whole thing myself, and it was so much fun.
Oh, that's
so I
awesome.
painted Superman. Yeah.
You get the coolest projects.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Back in the 90s. I also painted the beginning of the King of the Hill title sequence. But only the time lapse part where they're all drinking beer in front of the fence. And when we did it, we're like, this looks like garbage. Like, this will never pass. Like, it was like a horrible attempt at making it look like time lapse. And also, like, I can see all my mistakes, and I had no idea that show would run on forever.
Well, that's an iconic show. I mean, people.
It's crazy, yeah. But I remember when Mike Judge first came into our studio, and he was like so depressed and like got beat up from MTV and like lost like.
Oh yeah.
I think lost Beavis and Butthead at the time. Like he was just upset. But anyway, so it was cool to work on. Yeah, the title sequence of King of the Hill.
That is cool.
Sweet. To this question about the Lasso of Truth, Tammy says, "Is Total Recall real or just a dream?" That's a good question.
Well, if you read the story.
Oh, you mean the actual Philip K. Dick? Yeah, which is very different than the actual movie. Yeah.
Very different, but then
it's like the seed. The seed is there. That's it, and then they made a whole movie out of it. Yeah.
Yeah. Then he pulls a thing out of his nose, and it all just goes to hell.
Listeners may want to know. Wonder Woman would find out who's the better captain, Kirk, Picard, or Captain Amazing. That's a reference to my Super Knocked Up show. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Obviously, Captain Amazing is the best.
Oh yeah, no, of course.
Captain Amazing.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, folks, for those answers to that question. We got one more game to you, and then we're going to do STU After Hours for our Patreon supporters. Hey, Francis, what's our last game?
Sorry. Our last game is Super Chat. Matt will play a fictional character in a scene of your choosing. And Jeff and myself will be playing the other characters in this scene. But our dialogue, what we can say, will come from you, the chat room, as we can only say whatever you guys put in the chat. So Matt cannot see the chat room, we don't think. But we are going to be plucking from your fine quotations in this scene that will probably deal with sand hands.
Yeah, so folks, start putting any kind of kooky line or phrase or dialogue you want in the chat that you would want Francis and I to say in this scene. It doesn't have to make any sense whatsoever. Just put whatever you want in there, but just start throwing. We need a lot of stuff. Just start throwing in whatever you want. The more the better. Just start throwing stuff in there that we can read in this scene. Alex Martin just joined us, by the way, in the live chat. Hey, Alex. Yeah, so long-time supporter. Oh, that's right. Lister's mate says he named his puppy Captain Amazing, so he is the better captain. Yes, I agree. That's a very cute.
Oh yeah, that's very true. Yeah,
absolutely.
All right, folks. So yeah, start throwing in some whatever lines you want us to say in the super chat game. It can be any kind of ridiculous, weird thing you want. Okay. Sorry, I have multiple people in the chat who know my Super Knocked Up show. Thank you, guys. Tammy says, would Super Knocked Up couple Darkstar and Captain Amazing be helping homeschooling the kiddo by now? Yeah, actually, you're right. That baby is probably maybe in kindergarten now.
Oh,
actually,
God.
Yeah. There you go. So that can be some
Is that weird to think?
It's a little weird.
Yeah, it's like
I thought about doing that though. Like if I came back and do it like when the kid was a little bit grown up. Yeah.
Yeah. You should.
I also thought about having like kind of a flashing, like a futuristic version of the kid come back.
I was gonna say it's hard to do with a youngster under 10. You probably want to have like the angsty teen who
angsty teens are better.
Yeah,
angsty. You love angsty teens
more with the angsty teen. Yeah.
Yeah, shooting with a baby was hard enough, man. Jeez.
I thought you were captain.
All right, so we got some stuff coming to the chat here. That's great. Thank you, guys. While you're doing that, I also realized we need a character for. Actually, you know what, Matt? Why don't you just pick a fictional character to play?
Yeah, pick a fictional character.
Who do you want to play?
I'll be James Bond.
James Bond?
James Bond.
Okay.
Then I'll be Pussy Galore.
I knew you were gonna take it from me.
Oh, no, I won't.
No. You know what? I want you to play. I would prefer you to do it. Actually,
I'll be the.
No. You're gonna be it. You're gonna be her. You said it. I want you to be her.
Okay. All right.
I think you'd be better actually.
I was gonna be a lot of vagina from Austin Powers. I could have been a lot of vagina and you could have been Pussy Galore. That way we keep the theme from two different series.
Right. You can be whoever of those you want.
I'll be a lot of vagina because I think you should have.
Well, no, I'm gonna be. I won't. Because that's the same. I will be a different character because we already covered that like type of.
I was gonna say this live. Jeff, I think you should have Pussy Galore.
Or you know what? Or maybe I'll change it. Maybe I'll be Dr. Evil.
Yes. Oh yeah. That's Sean Connery. Wait a minute. Yes.
That's what you're doing. That's not my
brilliant knowledge.
Yes.
Take it all.
All right, so you're gonna be Dr. Evil. James Bond. All right. So James Bond.
Yes.
Francis is who again?
I'll be a lot
Sand
of
hands.
I'll be sad now. I'll be sad now. I'll be a lot. I'll be a lot. A lot of vagina is Pussy Galore, but just
all right.
No.
And I'll be Q then. How about that?
Oh. Well then, wait a minute. I'll be then Moneypenny. I'll just be Moneypenny.
No, stick with who you were.
Okay. A lot of vagina. A lot of vagina. I have to think of a lot of. I have to like do these phrases in very innuendo-y fashion. Right. Oh, great.
All right, folks.
Did you guys see Octopussy? Have you seen that film?
Yeah. Octopussy.
It's pretty horrible.
I thought you were gonna compliment.
A lot.
He's like it's no Space Jam.
A lot of 60s, 70s Bond is bad. It's really bad.
Yeah, but it's still fun.
It is fun. No, I watched. I forget which one I saw. I think it was Dr. No, and I'm like, okay. Yeah.
Okay. Right. So Dr. No was the first Connery. That one's actually one of the best.
Sean Connery ones are my faves. Yeah.
Dr. No's good.
Suave.
Oh, Johnny Pep is just joining us, our good buddy. Hey, Johnny, thank you for tuning in. You're just in time for super chat.
Johnny Pop.
We got lots of. Okay, folks, give us what's going on with James. Give us a scene. What's some kind of. Okay, what's James Bond trying to do? Like, what's crisis is he trying to solve, or what's going on in the world that he has to save the world? Give us a weird scenario for him to save, and then we can begin the scene. We have lots of dialogue things here. Thank you guys for these great dialogue options that Francis and I are going to read from.
I'm excited.
What? You're excited?
I have to.
You're getting into the voice. No, give us some of it. Go for it.
I have to lift a little time.
You have to fling your hair. You just before the show you said you're going to put your hair in a ponytail, so you got enough to fling it around.
I just need to toss the hair a bit.
Anyway, folks, if you'd like to see Francis in a ponytail, because he was talking about that before the show, let us know.
Not quite long yet. It's getting there. I mean, I can pull it, and it's getting long, so I'll be able to put it in a ponytail soon enough. Anyway.
Are you a man bun?
Oh my God. Yeah. No. I need the really long beard, and I need to bake craft beer for a living if I'm gonna do the man bun. I mean, I need to have a brewery at home and smell of hops.
Yeah. All right. By the way, so Necroti says Brosnan was the best Bond. I actually really like Pierce Brosnan as Bond.
I saw GoldenEye recently. I've never seen it before. I saw GoldenEye recently. He's really good as James Bond.
Brosnan was good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So Listermate says, here's your crisis. James Bond can't figure out what the buttons do in the spy car he's driving.
All right.
Okay.
That works.
And so apparently, well, Q makes sense. So Q is also in the car, as is...
A lot of vagina.
Yes, we're also in the car with you. I will say you are in the passenger seat, and I'm in the back seat. Okay, how about
that? I like it in the back.
That's not a line. You can't say that.
I go right.
Sorry. You can only say stuff in the chat.
All right.
Oh, then by the way, before we begin, Tammy says, "OMG, is someone going to Photoshop Francis onto a Bond girl?" Oh, I hope so. I so hope so. Please do it.
I mean, challenge accepted. Go for it, guys. But make sure the Bond girl has sand hands. That's all I ask. Make sure the
Bond girl find the picture of Francis and him at Comic-Con in the holding in the
the gauntlet.
The gauntlet.
Yeah.
And just replace that with a big sand fist.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go, folks. We got James Bond, and Matt can say anything he wants as James Bond, but Francis and I can only say stuff from the chat. Here we go. Let's take it away. I don't know.
Back of my seat. Who's back there?
I don't know. I think he's kind of hot.
What was your name again? You in the passenger seat, woman.
I'm not working. It's not working. Just jiggle it a little.
Wow. I can't concentrate. Who's back? Man, who's back there again?
I'm the worst vampire ever.
Dracula? Lost Boys?
Vacuums are like vampires. They both suck.
What did you just tell me, woman? How dare you speak to me that way? Hey,
I crave frozen milk.
You what?
I crave frozen milk.
You know what? That's a great idea. Actually, let's see. Q, yes. Q, can you give me some frozen milk? Thank you. I keep Q in the glove compartment. There you go. There you go. Why are you guys being so silent?
What's the sitch? What's the sitch?
What's the sitch? What's the sitch?
Mm-hmm.
I'm being chased by I don't know what. I can't. You guys are speaking crazy to me. I don't even know what you guys are trying to tell me. It must be some type of secret code.
By the power of Grayskull.
Oh. Whoa! Whoa! Wow! He just turned into Dolph Lundgren.
Is this seat erect or reclining?
Now, that's it. You can't be talking to me that way. I can't concentrate. I can't drive. I can't.
I've never met a man with such sandy hands. Ooh. And let's stop there.
Can I touch your sandy hands?
Back and forth.
All right, let's scene.
Or his sandy hands.
Sandy hands.
Thank you, Tammy, for working that in, the sandy.
Thank you, Tammy. Yes. Sand hands.
Sasha says, haha, Washington blush cracks me up. Okay, nice. You're a good woman there, Francis. Good Bond girl.
I tried.
Yeah, good job.
I like how I was playing Q, but I was also in the glove compartment.
The glove compartment.
Yes.
Oh,
Giving frozen milk.
Yeah, I forgot who you were.
That's fine. All right, that was Super Chat, folks. Thank you for all those great suggestions. Appreciate it. So, folks, remember, in a few minutes, we're going to do SGU After Hours. If you are one of our Patreon supporters at $3 a month or more, please go over to patreon.com/supergeekedup. Let me put that on the screen for you right now. And you can just go right there. I'm going to put the link up in a few minutes. You can click on that, and you can check out the stream we're going to do right after this. And we're going to be talking about the best movie endings. Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Was that Macho Man? Is that what you're doing?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Maybe I'm Slim Jim.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Matt, before for our viewers right now, can you tell some links you want where people can check you out before we go?
Sure. Check me out on Instagram, Matt Schiavone75. Also, Matt Schiavone75 on Twitter. You can also check out Anim Fantastic YouTube channel as well, and Anim Fantastic Instagram, and that's where I put a lot of my weird, kind of geeky stuff, or like animation culture, I would say, type of stuff. Like I had a lot of my on my Instagram for Anim Fantastic. I put a lot. Well, I guess on Matt Schiavone75, I put a lot of my Jurassic Park stuff on there too as well. Or if I get to see something cool or cool props, or hang out with cool people like Gerard Butler, that's where I post it.
Sweet. Oh yeah, you didn't show the pictures. That's right, I forgot.
Well, no, I thought we're saving that for the Patreons.
Oh, good call. Thank you, sir. Excellent call. You're right.
Yeah.
All right.
And my Goonies poster signed.
We got some pictures, folks. We got some Sandhands pictures for you, Patreon people.
Now I wish I had more pictures, but no.
All right, folks. And Francis, where can they find you?
You can find everything at Sincere Sarcasm Done, and I have a new episode up. I actually finally got my other email working, so people who are emailing me, I'm going to do an episode that just answers those emails that I didn't realize actually came in because I'm dumb. But I got to do that. You guys wrote in, and I want to thank everyone who wrote in, and I got to go say hi and reply. But Sincere Sarcasm Done is the website. I do think how people interact with each other in ways to kind of avoid that, and just trying to hopefully make the world a little bit more friendly. So that's one of my shows, and another one's just it's called Sincere Sarcasm, which is the namesake of my website, and it's just nonsense. We talked about according to this article that they did a survey. According to this article, and it was a legit article. It wasn't like from weirdplace.com or something. It was, I forget where it was, like. It was some news site, some local news, but yeah, it's apparently a thing.
All right.
Hey, Her the movie is a real thing.
Yeah. Let me give a huge shout out to Sasha, who's in the chat right now. Sasha just became our newest Patreon supporter.
Woo!
Yes. Thank you so much, Sasha. You rock. We really appreciate it. Yeah. So Sasha, hopefully, will be joining us right after this now for our after hours. Again, so Sasha and anybody else, just go to patreon.com/supergeekedup right on the homepage. After a few minutes, you won't see it right away, but in a few minutes I'll put it up. Just refresh the page. You'll see the video where you can watch us on. And you'll need to open you need to close the chat you're in and open like a new one or refresh the chat for the new page. All right. Cool. And by supergeekedup.com, folks, of course, where you can check us out and on social media. Thank you guys so much for watching our season premiere. Huge thanks to Matt for coming back and being an awesome guest and sharing all those great stories. Thanks, of course, to Francis, as always. Thank you so much, of course, all of you for watching, give us those great suggestions, all that stuff. And hopefully we'll see a few of you after this for After Hours. The rest of you we'll see next Wednesday night, 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific, as we keep going here with our new season of Super Geeked Up. Thank you guys so much. We love you. You rock. Remember, stay geeky, everybody. We'll see you soon. Bye.